Gentlemen, start your engine. Rock and roll time. We're going to line them up 50 laps right here for Langley Speedway night of the races.
Casey White of Newport News, recently married. The 99 of Chris Hopkins right there in third. Mark Wirtz in the 55 Dunkin' Donuts Planet Fitness ride from Virginia Beach. 4 track championships here at this racetrack. He's got Crossroads Fuel, the Bounce House and Bayport Credit Union also helping him out this year. And Dean Shiflett, he's had an interesting season this year. Dean Shiflett of Currituck, Rogers Electrical, Resort Plus, Spaghetti Eddie's, McDonald's, Pick Your Photos, and Town Bank. C.E. Falk, Casey Wyatt, Chris Hopkins, Mark Wirtz, Dean Shiflett, Dwayne Shreve, Jeff Shiflett, Terry Carroll, Sean Beluzzo, and Wesley Falk come to life for 50 laps of competition for the Crossroads Fuel late model stock cars. C.E. Falk gets a good bite at the exit of turn number 2, takes over the lead, and it's side by side with Chris Hopkins and Casey Wyatt, the 99 and 29. Casey hanging on to the second spot. Chris Hopkins back there in third. Mark Wirtz with a challenge, looking to the outside of Chris Hopkins, and Dean Shiflett's there to the inside in car number 12. Jeff Shiflett in the 01, the 38 Dwayne Shreve, the 90 of Terry Carroll, and then Sean Beluzzo. Wesley Falk, the 41, takes his car into the pits. Car not up to par tonight on the 41. He pulls it in. Great side-by-side battle rages on between Dean Shiflett and Chris Hopkins as C.E. Falk and the 29 of Casey Wyatt take off for first and second. Dean Shiflett has taken over the third spot, and it's side-by-side now between Mark Wirtz and Chris Hopkins in the 99. Now Mark Wirtz takes over fourth. 4 laps of competition down here at Langley Speedway. Started the race with 10 cars. One of them already out, Wesley Falk. C.E. Falk leads Casey Wyatt, Dean Shiflett, Mark Wirtz, and Chris Hopkins. Now it's Jeff Shiflett who takes over the 99 position. And now Jeff Shiflett shown in 5th. Casey Wyatt closes in on C.E. Falk for the lead. Casey looking for his first win at Langley Speedway. He's got to get it done in a hurry, though. This is only a 50-lap race. They had a scuff session, 10-lap scuff session before this race began so they could work their tires into the racetrack and heat up the racetrack a little bit. And also heat up their tires. 7 laps completed. It's C.E. Falk, Casey Wyatt, Dean Shiflett, Mark Wirtz, and Jeff Shiflett in the top 5. Jeff Shiflett now being challenged by Chris Hopkins, 99. Trying to get as low as he can on the racetrack that time. Chris Hopkins trying to reel back in the 0-1 of Jeff Shiflett. Two-time Langley Speedway track champion, C.E. Falk, out here trying to gain another win if he can. He's got 11 victories, 3 wins this year for Greg Edwards and 1 for Danny Edwards. We mentioned the Edwards brothers not here tonight, saving their cars for the Martinsville race next weekend. C.E. Falk taking a shot at wrapping up his 3rd straight Langley Speedway Late Model Championship in tonight's race. NASCAR has confirmed that Philip Morris has got his 4th national championship in the Whelen All-American Series. He topped 2010 champ Keith Rocco by 11 points this year. For the national standings, Lee Pulliam was 3rd, while C.E. Falk survived a late charge and Californian Brandon Davis to take 4th. And of course, looking to wrap up the championship here tonight at Langley Speedway. Greg and Danny Edwards, Langley's other representatives in the national top 100. Greg Edwards was 30th, while Danny Edwards was 92nd. In the final Virginia State rundown, it was Morris, Pulliam, and C.E. Falk for the top 3 spots. Greg Edwards was 6th. Danny Edwards Jr. was 16th. Top 10 in the points coming into tonight's race at Langley. C.E. Falk, Greg Edwards, and Danny Edwards in the top 3, followed by Mark Wirtz and Dean Shiflett, Jeff Shiflett, Terry Carroll, Shane Lockhart, Wesley Falk, and Casey Wyatt in the top 10 coming into tonight's race. That will shake up dramatically with some of the cars that are not here tonight, including the Edwards brothers. Casey Wyatt doing an outstanding job this year towards the end of the season, and he's currently shown in second, not that far back behind C.E. Falk, our champion from last year, the year before, and the year before that. Since 2009, he has not stopped winning championships. C.E. Falk leads over Casey Wyatt, Dean Shiflett, Mark Wirtz, and Jeff Shiflett, the top 5. They get around the 48 of Sean Beluzzo, slowing up dramatically on the racetrack. 18 laps completed out of 50. C.E. Falk looking for win number 12 for 2011. 11 victories so far this year. Hampton Roads Toyota dealers, Avalon Fishing Pier, Von Zipper sunglasses, Racing Electronics on that Toyota. Dean Shiflett, the number 12 machine. Also another guy that's done an outstanding job. He's gotten involved in a few wrecks this year, but even though he's been involved in a lot of wrecks, he's had some good finishes. Rogers Electrical, Resort Plus, Spaghetti Eddies, McDonald's, Pick Your Photos, and Town Bank for the 12. You mentioned Casey Wyatt, the man who's in second. Sponsorship from Vinny's Pizza and Pasta this year. Joe's Auto Parts, Forever Green Lawn Care, Bay Custom Body Shop, and Bostic Electrical. The 55 of Mark Wirtz of Virginia Beach. Dunkin' Donuts, Planet Fitness, Crossroads Fuel, the Bounce House, Bayport Credit Union for his Chevrolet. The 01 of Jeff Shiflett, who's currently in 5th from Modoc, North Carolina. Curvin Orthopedic, Carolina Christmas Shop, Beach Radiator, East Coast Valve, Joe's Maintenance, and Modoc Automotive. Jeff Shiflett took a hard crash earlier in the year. In turn number 3, we thought he was going to knock the wall down, but he maintains and has been doing a very good job since he got back into the automobile after that big hard crash. And right now he stays ahead of Chris Hopkins in the 99. Chris in 6, just behind the 01 of Jeff Shiflett. And there he goes down the front straightaway. Halfway sign is up in the windshield of C.E. Falk. Dwayne Shreves, the 38, pulls it into the pits. So Dwayne Shreves looks like he'll finish back in 9th with a problem on the 38. Mark Wirtz closes in on the 12 of Dean Shiflett. He's trying to take away that 3rd spot. The 12 and 55 continue to battle it out for the 3rd spot. Dean Shiflett and Mark Wirtz in the 55. Dean Shiflett continues to get a good bite at the exit of the turns in 2 and coming out of 4. Mark Wirtz, his car is rolling good through the corner. The Dunkin' Donuts Planet Fitness ride. Casey Wyatt about 5 to 6 car lengths back behind C.E. Falk, 1st and 2nd. C.E. with the lead. Casey Wyatt in the 2nd spot. Dean Shiflett, Mark Wirtz, and Jeff Shiflett the top 5. Chris Hopkins, Terry Carroll, then Sean Beluzzo. Dwayne Shreves is out, so is Wesley Falk. This is a 50-lap race. Casey Wyatt has done a great job to hang right with C.E. Falk. Top 5 for the national championship. And of course in the top 3 for the Virginia State standings. C.E. Falk in car 40. Dean Shiflett working around the lap machine of the 90 of Terry Carroll. Mark Wirtz hangs right with him about 3 car lengths back in 4th position. Now, Mark Wirtz, that's another guy who's had some bad luck this year, but towards the end of the season, just like Casey Wyatt, he's been getting faster and faster. And looking forward to a very successful 2012. Sean Beluzzo, the 48, he comes into the pits. And it looks like Beluzzo is going to call it a day in the 48. Could not get his car up to speed. Well, the guy who's been up to speed all season long is C.E. Falk. Jeff Shiflett goes by, the 99. Chris Hopkins still trying to catch him for that 5th position. C.E. Falk continues to lead Casey Wyatt, Dean Shiflett, the top 3. Then Mark Wirtz, just inches off the back end of the 12 for that 3rd spot, Dean Shiflett. Mark Wirtz in the 55. Trying to chase him down. 01 and 99 continue to battle it out too. Jeff Shiflett. This car is starting to drift a little bit in the center of the turns, and Chris Hopkins trying to take advantage of that in the 99. Closing up, almost pushing the 0-1 that time between turns 1 and 2. Currituck, North Carolina driver Jeff Shiflett in the 0-1. And Chris Hopkins looking to find a way to get by. 39 laps completed. We've got 11 to go. And C.E. Falk continues to lead and has every single lap. C.E. Falk looking to advance his career, and he's got a good resume, especially here at Langley Speedway with championships in 2009, 2010, and also looking forward to that championship here in 2011. He's well on his way with 11 victories and looking for number 12 tonight at Langley Speedway. Well, Mark Wirtz has just about gotten to the inside of the 12 of Dean Shiflett for that position. C.E. maintains the lead, about 7 to 8 car lengths now ahead of Casey Wyatt. Then it's a full straightaway back to the 2 that are continuing to battle, the 12 and the 55 of Mark Wirtz. Mark's car kicking sideways at the exit of the turn. He's starting to get loose. Meanwhile, Chris Hopkins taking a look on the outside of Jeff Shiflett for that 5th position. And again, Wirtz all over the 12 of Dean Shiflett. Mark Wirtz looking to get a top 3 finish tonight. Again, he gets a good bite at the exit of turn 2. The nose of his car up to the rear quarter panel in the 12 of Dean Shiflett. Now looks on the inside as Shiflett sides it sideways. His car got loose. Mark Wirtz takes advantage of it, dives on the inside and maintains and also takes that position away. Mark Wirtz in 3rd position. The 99, Chris Hopkins, his car is starting to bottom out a little bit. C.E. Falk goes by on the outside. Four laps to go for C.E. Falk. Starting to work around some lap traffic. Comes up on the 0-1 of Jeff Shiflett, and that is for 5th. He's going to put the 5th place driver a lap down. Started the race with 10 cars for this 50-lap feature. It's been C.E. Falk and Casey Wyatt the whole race, 1st and 2nd. The way they qualified, the way they ran this race. And C.E. was unable to pull too far ahead of Casey Wyatt. The most, about 8 car lengths, even with working the lap traffic. Casey now looks on the inside of the 0-1 of Jeff Shiflett. Jeff up there in the top 5. White flag is out. And now the checkered flag for the 12th time in 2011 for C.E. Falk. Casey Wyatt, the 29, finishes in 2nd. Mark Wirtz with a great run tonight. The 55 Dunkin' Donuts Planet Fitness ride in 3rd, followed by the 12 of Dean Shiflett. He's in 4th. The 0-1 Jeff Shiflett in 5th. Terry Carroll comes by. Chris Hopkins, the 99 was 6. C.E. Falk, win number 12 for 2011 at Langley Speedway and gets the championship for 2011. Casey White, another great run tonight. Vinny's Pizza and Pasta, number 29 in second. Joe's Auto Parts, they got to be happy with him too. Forever Green Lawn Care, Bay Custom Body Shop, and Bostic Electrical. And our winner tonight, C.E. Falk.
I think you got to go back to the 80s. Elton Sawyer did 3 consecutive that long ago to get a young man in victory lane. His 12th win of the season here in 2011, his 3rd consecutive championship. He's now on a mission to go to Martinsville and conquer that famous half mile and win that grandfather clock. He'll emerge here. C.E. Falk, your 2011 champion here at Langley Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, he drives the number 40. He is your 3-time champion, C.E. Falk. All right, now we got some confetti and a little champagne and all kinds of stuff going on down here. You probably want to give that to one of the crew guys there, see? There you go. This could be, Reverend Potter, you might get champagne on you or something here.
I don't dare go to church.
Let's hold this just for a moment. Need that for a final photo shot. Here, man, if you don't mind, we need to get you in that big shot. C.E. Falk, 3-time champion. Reverend Potter, could you open that bottle for him there? He went over to Matt at Waypoint Apartments. 12 wins for this young man, Mike Allen, as they get ready to fire up the bottle of champagne here. But very impressive year for this young man. And I tell you, Martinsville is going to be making their big late model run next Sunday. And a lot of our drivers in preparation for that race not coming here tonight because of the Martinsville setup. They wanted to primarily make sure they're set up for that. C.E. gets in the car, straps in, wins this race. There it is. And there you go. All right, let's get it. You're still not done, are you, C.E.? I got to drive home tonight. There you go. We also would like to send out our birthday wishes to C.E.'s grandfather. He is celebrating his 90th birthday today, ladies and gentlemen. World War II veteran, great guy. Grandmother and grandfather here. Mom and dad happy, I'm sure. Right? Congratulations. Okay, take that from yourself. We got to talk to him here. Hey, I want to talk. First off, 3 consecutive championships. You got to go a long way back to see someone do that at Langley Speedway. Pretty good accomplishment for you, a young driver in this 40 car. But, man, I tell you what, this thing has been powered up all year. You've had a great team behind you, great sponsors. Congratulations on the 3rd championship here at Langley Speedway.
Man, to start out this year, I couldn't tell you what was going to happen. You know, we had to start with a whole new team, but I'm really glad with the guys that came and supported me in this race team. First, I got to thank my parents for doing all this for me. Hampton Roads Toyota dealers and the great crew: Dwayne, George, Jeremy, Sean, Anthony, Shorty that's here, and my grandparents for being awesome. They're so cool. Just everybody that's made this year's possible. You know, Langley Speedway is a great place to race, and it's got the greatest fans in the world, and I couldn't be more happy to be a champion here.
We'll be announcing the banquet here this week and where it's going to be and the date. You'll be up there receiving the big trophy again, 3 consecutive years. And I want to point out to the race fans out there that C.E. found out, he knew that Greg and those guys had set up their car for Martinsville, elected not to come here, and C.E. did not even have to come out here and race tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but he felt compelled to do it for you race fans because you missed a month of racing, and he wanted to come out here, try to win this race, and become your third-time champion at Langley, sir. Congratulations to you, C. Falk, and your entire team.
And like I said, Langley Speedway's got the greatest fans in the world. We, if the late models are on the schedule, we'll never miss a race here, that's for sure. So, you know, luck's out for those guys, but we got a great team and a great car, and Bill Moss is running a hell of a racetrack, and so just lucky to be here.
We've got some photographs to do. Ladies and gentlemen, get up for your three-time champion, C.E. Falk, right there.